Good evening. Yesterday, the U.S. House of Representatives overwhelmingly passed a resolution condemning the Chinese Communist Party's continued trampling of freedoms in Hong Kong. Vice President Kamala Harris says Americans can breathe easier and sleep better with President Biden in charge of the White House. However, Senator Lindsey Graham criticized Biden's foreign policy to both Russia and China, which made the country in danger. Concerns is mounting in the Taiwan Strait. The Australian government has sharply escalated its internal preparations for potential military action in the region. Beyond the News with Faye. Hello everyone, I'm Faye. Lately, Senator Lindsey Graham appeared in Fox News criticizing President Joe Biden's approach to foreign policy on both the Russia and China fronts. He said no one was afraid of Biden, which made the country dangerous. Let's take a look.
Well, the problem is that Putin's looking at Biden through a bigger lens. We're withdrawing from Afghanistan against sound military advice. We're trying to get back into the Iranian nuclear agreement, and the Iranians are threatening to enrich at 60%. You need 90% to get a bomb. The Chinese are pushing us around out in Asia. The border's completely out of control. So what Putin's looking at is, in his mind, a weak adversary. What did Putin say when Biden called him a killer? The next time we talk, I want it to be on live TV. Meet me there because I don't think you can stand up to me. So this overall weakness is probably going to be a death sentence for this man, because nobody in Russia is afraid of Joe Biden. Nobody in the world is afraid of Joe Biden, and that's dangerous for us here at home.
Interestingly, Vice President Kamala Harris' speech in North Carolina on 19th April claimed Americans would breathe easier and sleep better because she and the president are running the White House. Here is what she said when speaking of the Biden administration's hard work.
The president and I are ready to keep going, and we are not going to take it slow, and we are not going to take it one step at a time. Nope. We are going to take a giant leap into the future.
When speaking of the $1.9 trillion coronavirus stimulus package, she said,
"We are delivering real relief. And the American people are now able to breathe easier and sleep better."
Are you? Leave me a comment below. However, Americans who sleep better under Biden's administration do not include Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, at least. The governor is very concerned about speculation that the Biden administration postponed both official and press visits to the southern border, which is surprisingly hard to hear from Vice President Kamala Harris' speech. Governor DeSantis slammed President Biden's immigration policies.
It starts with, of course, him dismantling President Trump's policies to stop the flow of the illegal migrants across the southern border. What Donald Trump did worked. It was working. Joe Biden dismantled that, and now you have a huge catastrophe at the southern border. And of course, that's going to have reverberations all across our country.
On 19 April, the House of Representatives overwhelmingly passed a resolution condemning the Chinese Communist Party's continued trampling of freedoms in Hong Kong. Here is what the chairman of the House Committee on Foreign Affairs, Gregory Meeks, said. It was intended to send a strong bipartisan message demanding that the Chinese and Hong Kong governments respect the will of the Hong Kong people. Republican Michael McCaul emphasized the Chinese Communist Party's relentless oppression of the people of Hong Kong is not a Republican or Democrat issue. We are united as Americans in standing with Hong Kongers. The bipartisan resolution denounced Beijing's use of a national security law imposed on the city last July to strip Hong Kongers of their previously recognized rights and freedoms. The vague worded law punishes speech or acts deemed secessionist, subversive, terrorist, or perceived as colluding with hostile foreign political groups or individuals against China's ruling one-party state. Since it took effect, dozens of Hong Kong pro-democracy figures have been charged or convicted under the legislation or similar laws. The House resolution also calls on the United States administration to work with allies and partners to hold the Chinese Communist parties accountable, such as through coordinated sanctions. The House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said, "We are determined to hold China accountable." In the virtual conference hosted by Washington-based advocacy group Hong Kong Democracy Council, Nancy Pelosi reaffirmed Congress' commitment to standing up for Hong Kong. She said, "We will always continue to speak up about Beijing's crackdown and ensure that the voices that the Chinese government is trying to silence are heard." Taiwan Strait is on high alert amid back-to-back military activity by the United States and China. The Australian government has sharply escalated its internal preparations for potential military action in the Taiwan Strait. This is a part of a broader show of force by the U.S. and its allies at forcing China to back down on its incursions into the Taiwan airspace. Concern is mounting throughout the region, and Taiwan accused China of sending 25 military aircraft into its air defense identification zone last week. Recently, Australian Financial Review reported the Australian Defence Force was planning for a potential worst-case scenario if the US and China clashed over Taiwan. Options include contributing to an allied effort with submarines, maritime surveillance aircraft, etc. The Chief of Australia's Defence Force, Angus Campbell, cautioned that conflict in Taiwan Strait would be disastrous and urged Beijing to resolve its differences with Taiwan's leaders through dialogue. However, back on 18th February, China military expert Oriana Scala Mastro told the U.S.-China Economic and Security Review Commission that China military leaders have told her personally that Beijing will force reunification with Taiwan in a year or two. Will the Chinese Communist Party go to or able to force Taiwan to be reunited with the mainland? Some people think it is highly likely, while others think it's very unlikely. There are various different angles and analysis. How do you think? Leave me a comment below. And make sure you subscribe to our channel to avoid missing future episodes you might be interested in. One last thing, please smash the like button if you like the video. Your like will help to force the YouTube algorithm to share the video out to potentially thousands of more people to help me bring the truth far and wide. And until next time, I'm Faye from Beyond the News. Stay informed and stay free.